we are back in the tractor. We're not cultivating today, we're side dressing. I just get to jump around and do all the jobs, I guess. That's the nice thing about being handy. You just get you thrown in whatever's available. So that's all right. We're here working. It is the 7th of July. I hope everybody had a good and safe 4th of July. Gotta be patriotic. Hope everybody had some good fireworks and stuff. I'm sure it's the same around a lot of places, but around here, we always try for knee-high corn by the 4th. We actually do have some knee-high corn. We had some corn that was getting pretty close to that, and then it hailed. It hailed, probably the 5th or the 6th, I can't remember. And so I'm sure from these drone videos today, I'm sure you'll be able to see the corn's not looking so hot. It's a little, there's not many leaves left. But we're out here side dressing anyways. The corn's short enough out here still that, the growing point is under the ground still. So, excuse me, this corn will come back. It's just going to stunt it a little bit. It probably won't end up as good as everything else that didn't get hailed on, but we'll still make some corn, and we just got to keep going. Gotta keep doing what we're doing. So we are moving right along. We got 2 tractors in this field today, as you've probably seen or will see. I'm not sure where I'm gonna put all this video. Kind of gets mixed up now with extra cameras and blah blah. But we got a 12 row and a 16 row in this field, so we're moving right along. And also, if you watched the drone video, I'm sure you've seen when I turn around at the end of the field, there is a wet spot following my tractor. Well, that is some fertilizer blowing out of the hose coming out of the pump. This pump has so much pressure, it puts a lot of pressure on the hose coming from the pump, and so when you're not running the side dresser, it builds all that pressure in that hose. It gets really tight, and after a while it'll make a hole, and then the hole gets bigger and bigger and bigger until it blows a big hole out of the hose. So that's what eventually happened. And of course I didn't notice it. I seen maybe some leaves that were shiny, but I was thinking maybe it was a hose off the tillage. But no, it was a hose down there. I didn't see it till I was turning around. I'd seen it on the phone actually from the drone. So there you go, But we got that fixed already, and we'll see what we get into today. field done. I got my cousin Peyton in that tractor. He's cruising right along behind me, so we're gonna move to the next field. We're right here close, just like a mile down the road, so makes it pretty easy to get all these little fields in one spot. We can get quite a few knocked out. So this is what I mean by this hose has a lot of pressure. Watch this. As soon as I turn on my pump and then you shut it off, that's how much pressure that pump has on that hose. So you can tell it's getting wore out. Well, dang, I should have had my drone right here. We have both tractors right next to each other on the circle track. I bet that would have looked pretty cool, but no, I was slacking. Left it in my pickup. Oh well, Johnny. This corn looks a little bit better than that last field. It's still a little bit shredded. Let's see if you can see it anywhere. Yeah, I don't know. It's still kind of shredded, but most of the leaves are there still. Looks better than the last field we were at. So I don't think I would claim that. This is working real well, but it's gonna work for what I need it to do. Next time I definitely use a chain, but I don't have a ride. I had to take my cousin Peyton into town. He had a baseball game, and then I had to fill fuel and all that stuff, and this pivot's in my way, so I gotta move to the next field. Well, I'm thinking I'm gonna get rained out here in just a little bit, so I didn't really want to move to the next field and then not have a ride out of there, so I found me a couple of old straps that were in the pickup. We hooked it up to the side dresser and put the pickup in neutral, started it so the power steering was working, and you know what? It's followed me right along. It's kind of going side to side within the road, but we're just going like 4 miles an hour, you know, nothing crazy, just enough to keep us moving. But I don't have to walk, I don't have to call a ride, and I don't have one, so this was my solution. We'll get there. Well, we got it here. It's right over there. But you know, I don't know if I'd ever say that I would do that again unless I absolutely had to. It didn't work great. Not as good as I envisioned it, but nothing got wrecked. The pickup is here now. And I guess, you know what, that's all I really wanted anyways, so I guess it wasn't terrible. But I wouldn't suggest doing it again. Let's put it that way. Oh, this is day number 5 or 6 of running somebody else's tractor for them. Jeremiah, you need to get done baling so we can get back to the real work here. Anyways, I've got to change some points. The points behind the tires, they get wore out first just because it gets compacted more because of the tires. So let me show you what I'm talking about. All these points are going to need changed eventually, sooner than later for sure. But you can see this is like right behind the tire. Look at that point. She's about gone. Just about gone. This one's gonna be looking like that pretty soon. Once it wears through that hardened surface right there and gets into just bare metal, it goes fast. So yeah, I'm gonna change the 4 points behind the tires and probably keep these ones on for another day or two. I really don't want to change all these because this isn't my tractor. This shouldn't be my responsibility. He wore them out mostly, so. But it is what it is. It's got to get done. Here's what a new point's supposed to look like. So, yeah. We're going to get that changed this morning before it gets too hot. It's already getting a little bit warm, but that's good. The corn needs the heat. It's been a cold summer so far. It's definitely a little bit more boring running these fields by yourself. my helper, my cousin, he's got baseball today and yesterday afternoon, so I've been running by myself here. And it's not bad because it's still got the 16-row side dresser, but it is definitely slower by yourself. Let's put it that way. It's pretty nice to have that 12-row go into the center and do all those short rows, and then I can just be on the outside, get the big rows, and it takes longer by yourself. You don't have anybody else to talk to. So then you gotta start making phone calls just to catch up with everybody. Or you sit in boredom, or you jam out to the radio. So I'm just getting moved to this next field here. And you can probably tell there's some water lines here. The other day when it hailed, it rained so hard. We had water rushing. And you can see these corn stalks have been pushed into these low spots. I mean, that's wild to me that there's that much water running. All the corn is still standing up, so that's... Oh, bless myself. That's impressive that all the corn's still standing, but look at this. The water pushed piles of corn stalks out of the field. I mean, it's probably hard to see, but there's piles of it just from this downhill slope here. And there's a couple of other spots where the road is washed out on the county roads over there. So we got quite a bit of water in a quick hurry there that night. I don't know. I thought it was kind of interesting. Figured I'd show you guys before I started this field. I'm waiting on a pivot line anyways. I don't know. Must have disappeared in the monitor. I'm not sure why or what, but it's gone. I had to come this direction anyways, so I figured I'd show you guys this washout just to show you how much water we were getting there. I mean, it ran down the side of the roads. It was pushing rocks. Both sides of the roads. It cut a big ditch in the middle of this county road. I mean, this is a county road. And this is rough. Our county should definitely get out here with the road grader. But they won't for a while. They should at least have signs up. When you come around that corner with the semi and you see this, it kind of sneaks up on you for sure. Alright, well, we've probably only got like a day's worth, maybe a little bit more of side dressing, so the next time you guys see me, I'll probably be back in the cultivator doing beans, cultivating pinto beans. So hope you guys enjoyed it, and we'll see you next time.